Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of February 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. And if you are a returning viewer, you may notice that I do have a new background. I really like it. I'm still, trying to figure out, the lighting and making sure things work okay. But I am, doing some new things in the new year. So you can let me know your thoughts in the comments and give me your feedback. For the readings this month, I will be using my original tarot deck. I will also clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck. And then, Cancer, I will close out your reading with a magical messages from the Fairies Oracle card. I hope you all are having a good start to the new year. As you can see, cards are already starting to talk to us. So let's go ahead and get right into it, Cancer. All right, so what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2021? What do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? Okay, Cancer. Well, things are definitely quite emotional. All right, and another card just fell on the floor. Nice. All right, so I can see very clearly that there's a lot of feelings going on in the first week of February for you, Cancer. As we move into this new month, it looks like you're going to be going through some changes emotionally. But when all is said and done, things will work out quite well. And I can tell you that because the Sun card made a special effort to show up for you. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning. We got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, which means things are changing unexpectedly. And I think this is part of the reason why maybe you're feeling really emotional as it relates to your finances as we move into a new month. Now, this is not anything to worry about or be concerned about. This is all about, the lens that you are viewing your circumstances through. This is your perspective. This is how you are choosing to kind of see how things are and how they affect you and how they are going to fit in with your overall plan as it relates to your money, your finances, your future, and your career. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be dealing with some unexpected changes. The thing is I'm feeling like this is going to really make you feel overwhelmed. It's really going to make you feel like you don't have any options, like you're just ready to give up. But I want you to know that this is only temporary. Like I said, I can see that from the other cards here. We also got the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about emotional stability. Now here, things are going to feel a little bit wacky, and they're going to feel a little bit chaotic. They're going to feel a little bit disruptive. Okay? But as time goes on, as we move throughout the first week of February, you are going to get a grasp on what's going on with your money, okay? You may not be able to control everything, but after you get over this initial adjustment period of trying to kind of deal with whatever the unexpected changes are that show up for you, you are going to feel really, really grounded. You're going to feel really, really calm. You're going to feel in control. You're going to feel like, okay, this is what's being presented and I'm going to have to work my way through it. Now, the thing is you're going to be feeling calm and confident once you kind of, like I said, overcome the initial kind of surprise of whatever these changes are. It's going to affect your future planning, at least for right now, okay? So don't feel any type of way if you have to postpone some future plans, because it looks like that is going to be the case. You're probably either going to have to, change some plans that you made, or you are going to have to just kind of scrap those plans altogether, because we are talking about money, and it looks like you may have to kind of redirect your finances, because you have to like cover something unexpected. Or it could be that maybe you just don't want to spend a lot of money at this time because you're a little unsure of how things are going to play out throughout the rest of the month. Now, we also have the Lover's card in reverse. The Lover's card in reverse talks about there's going to be some type of a separation. Now, a lot of times this shows up in a relationship reading, but today we're talking about money, we're talking about finances, so it looks like there's going to be probably a separation of something financial, something that has a money connection to it, okay? It could be maybe you stop investing for a time being. It could be maybe you change banks, It could be something, significant or insignificant, but there will be a money connection to that, okay? This is really not anything bad either. I think this is, what I'm getting here is that for most of you, you probably are outgrowing your current financial circumstances, meaning maybe you decide that you want to make more money and you decide to get a job somewhere else. Or, maybe you've been putting away, say, $20 every week for savings, and now you're ready to bump it up. Maybe you're going to change it to $30, $50, $100. Like I said, it could be something as small as changing banks. But you are going to be making some type of distance, like I said, separation from something, and there will be a money connection to it. Now, when all is said and done, your first week in February, things really are going to work out on your behalf. We've got the Sun card here. This is a very positive card. This means that even though you're going through some changes, you're going through some, periods where you just don't know what the heck's going to happen, you can trust that it's all going to work out for your greater good. It's all going to work out in your favor. Surprisingly, you don't have anything to worry about. I think this is probably going to be something more of an inconvenience, something more of an unexpected surprise, but it's not going to be anything that's totally catastrophic. It's not anything that's going to, totally knock you out of your current circumstances. Okay, so just know that when all is said and done, all will be well. All right, Cancer, let's see what else is showing up for you as we move into the new month of February 2021 as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2021. Okay, so we talked about the first week of February here, where you have some type of unexpected change of circumstances, an unexpected, things just kind of happen and you're like, whoa, where'd this come from, right? As we move into the second week of February, you're going to get some more information in regards to what this was about. Now, the Page of Cups in the reverse talks about maybe an offer not showing up that you were expecting or that you were hoping for. The other thing is it could be something that was offered in the past and now it's being taken back, which is unfortunate, but it happens. It happens to all of us. Again, there will be a money or a financial connection to this. Maybe you were promised something and that promise doesn't, come through. Or maybe someone says, yes, I will pay you back the money I owe you. And then they come back again a few days later. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't follow through on what I promised you. I have a feeling it's going to be something like that, okay? Now, we also have the Four of Wands here in reverse. The Four of Wands in reverse talks about things being a little unstable, Why? Because we're still kind of dealing with this change here that was showing up for us in the first week of February. You know, you're still trying to get the pieces all together. You're still trying to make it work, okay? You're doing the best you can with what you have and with what you know, and just know that it's gonna work out. I can see that clearly here. But, you know, when you're in the middle of it, it's going to seem very messy. It's going to seem very kind of, you know, things all over the place. Maybe you're going to be like, why this? And things just probably won't make sense, okay? But the thing is you have to keep taking action. We've got the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords talks about being proactive on your own behalf, okay? So you're going to have to be your own advocate. You're going to have to be your own money cheerleader right here, because this is really you kind of taking control of the game here. You really calling the shots. You really making the decisions as it relates to your money. Now, again, this could be something work related. It could be something business related. It could even be something connected to your personal finances, okay? Whatever it is, you have to be your own advocate. Now, while you're dealing with this, again, we've got some beautifully positive cards here. We've got the Ten of Cups. This is the card of happiness, contentment, joy, satisfaction, feeling very accomplished, very confident, very, empowered here. This is a very good card to see after you're dealing with whatever this madness is here. Then we also have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about multiple things showing up for you, having choices. Maybe not all of them are attractive to you, or maybe not all of them are the right fit for you at this time, but you're going to have a lot of directions in which you can go. You're just going to have to kind of examine each one and see, okay, is this good for me right now? Will this be good for me in the future? Is this going to be something that's going to take care of me financially? You know, you're going to have to really weigh the options that show up. Now, this is happening roughly in the second week of February, okay? So just understand that things are probably going to show up. You're going to have more than one choice, and you're going to have to really take your time and see, what feels right, what kind of aligns with what your goals are. Then we also have the Eight of Cups here. I think you're going to be walking away from something, and I'm not surprised we got this card. Again, remember, we got the Lover's card in reverse, which is really a divine separation. It's you kind of going in a new direction, going in a different direction. All right, so you are going to have to walk away from something. Now, this is part of self-preservation here. When I talk about self-preservation, I also mean money. Okay, you're going to have to do stuff to protect yourself and protect your money. And that is probably going to mean walking away from something or someone that doesn't exactly fit into your goals, doesn't fit, into your plan here. But like I said, it's all going to work out well. Again, this card fell on the Sun card, so that tells me that it's going to have a positive outcome, however it happens. And we also got this Ten of Cups. That's another positive card saying that, whatever you do, it's going to lead you in the right direction. So just trust it and know that it will work out for your greater good. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what else is going to show up for you in February. What do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. This one fell sideways, and I feel like that one should be in the upright position. All right. Again, another sideways card. I'm going to put her in the upright position. Now, Cancer, you're getting some of the most positive cards in the deck. The Sun, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups here, also the Nine of Pentacles. This is my favorite card. You're getting some really positive cards. It's like, and you're getting these positive outcomes after the fact. All the messy stuff happens. So things are gonna feel. It's gonna feel like things are going in waves, right? It's like, oh man, got to deal with this mess, and then it works out beautifully, and then you got to deal with this mess, and then it works out beautifully. Okay, so just trust that, because I do see that clearly happening for you throughout the month of February. But let's start here. King of Pentacles, as we move into the second half of February, pay attention to your financial literacy. Pay attention to what's going on with your money, especially if you are an investor, okay? Watch the reports. Study the literature that comes out. I guess if you do have some investments, especially if you're investing in stocks or mutual funds or those types of things, pay attention to what the reports are saying, okay? Because you may have to make some changes. We also have the Five of Wands here, which means that there's going to be some conversations going on. I have a feeling that this is probably going to be with your significant other. If you don't have a significant other, then these are just going to be some money conversations that you're having with the people closest to you. Now, this could be in your personal circle. It could also be in your professional circle. Okay, so just know that you're going to be having lots of conversations as it relates to money, as it relates to finances. Maybe you're going to, talk to someone and get some ideas, get some tips, maybe get some guidance on something. You may also talk to someone and get their input or get their experience about what they did in certain situations as it relates to business, career, money, finances, and so forth, okay? We also have the Three of Wands here as we move into the second half of the month. Looks like you're going to be doing some future planning. Now, remember here, it talked about plans being put on hold, or maybe you kind of making some changes. Once we get into the third week of February, you probably will revisit those plans, and you probably will start making some new decisions as it relates to long-term goals. I talked about the Nine of Cups. This is the Wish card. Again, another one of the most positive cards in the deck. Whatever it is that you're hoping and wishing for, Cancer, it's going to start showing up for you. You're going to start seeing signs of it once we hit the second half of February, so get ready. Now, we have the Six of Pentacles here. This is the only thing that I really want to say, not that we have to be concerned about, but it's something we need to pay attention to, okay? This means that you got to make sure that you're not overspending and being too overly confident about money that you don't quite have yet. The Six of Pentacles shows up in reverse sometimes when we overspend, when we overindulge, okay? And everybody's done it. This is not this is not something that's unique to you, Cancer, but you just have to pay attention to your finances. Sometimes we get caught up in impulse spending, or we see something and we're like, yes, I want to buy it. Here's my money. And then we don't take into account the budget. We don't take into account the upcoming expenses that we have, okay? So just be very, very careful. Pay attention to the impulse buys and don't get caught up in the moment and do something, like I said, impulsively, and then you end up regretting it, especially if it's something, money related. Finally, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Now, this is the card of ultimate luxury and enjoying. This is the card of, true abundance here. Really just being supported in every way, but especially financially, okay? And it's interesting that this card showed up next to this card, It's one thing to be financially supported, but at the same time, we can't be, wasteful or irrational when it comes to our spending. There's nothing saying you can't enjoy your money and treat yourself here and there, but we have to use discretion, okay? We have to use good judgment when we are making those types of decisions. But the nice thing about the Nine of Pentacles is that, again, when all is said and done, you will be in a very, very handsome place financially. You will definitely be in the position to really not only enjoy your money, but to really use your money to benefit others. You're going to be enjoying the money for yourself and your family, of course, but you're also going to be in a position to help people, whether that be making donations or maybe shopping, at a small business locally that really needs the help, whatever the case may be. All right, Cancer, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of February 2021, what do we need to know for the sign of Cancer? Okay. All right, Cancer. So now remember I said that things are definitely going to be coming in waves throughout the month, okay? Now, it looks like when we close out the month of February, I have a feeling that things are going to feel a little chaotic again. And I say that because we got the Tower card, we got the Seven of Cups. This is a repeater. We saw that card here. We also have another repeater, Two of Wands. We saw him here. And I think that is it. Okay. So, as we close out the month of February, it's going to feel kind of stressful. It's going to feel kind of, I want to say, unsteady. Okay. Now, the Tower card is very interesting because a lot of times this card shows up to prepare us. It shows us that there is something that we need to kind of get ready for. Something, you know, it's giving us a warning that there is something that could be, that could totally turn our worlds upside down if we're not too careful. Okay, and that's what I'm getting from this. This is more of a warning. This is not saying something is going to happen, but it's warning us of impending danger ahead if we are not, you know, prepared and ready, and getting our ducks in a row is really what I'm feeling here. So when it comes to your finances, make sure that you have everything you need in order to take care of yourself and your family first, okay? Whether this be some insurance, whether it be, if you are a prepper, maybe stockpiling some things in your home that you need. I'm also feeling too like you need to have some money set aside for something. Now, I'm a really big advocate for having some type of an emergency fund, some type of an emergency cushion. Make sure your emergency fund is fully funded by the time we hit the end of February. That's what I'm picking up on here. Is like you really need to be prepared. Now, it may not be anything, right? Sometimes preparing for something prevents the something from happening. It's kind of like an energetic thing. And I've experienced that in my life, and I know a lot of you have too, right? The other thing I just got to with this is make sure your car is okay. Get your car checked out. You know, take it to your mechanic. Make sure everything is in good shape. You know, all your fluids. Check your tire pressure. All that kind of thing. Okay, just prepare. Make sure that you are doing everything you can to keep yourself safe and to keep yourself financially safe as well. Now we have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups, like I said, we had him here. Looks like you're still going to have some other options, but not all of them are going to be that great. Things are going to be showing up for you, and probably not all of them are going to be things that really fit into your financial plans and into your financial picture, okay? It's going to cause you, again, to rethink, kind of distribute your money, maybe for the future, maybe for present day, but you are going to have to reconsider again your financial plans. Okay, when we hit the end of February, you're going to be making a lot of decisions. You're going to be kind of maybe having a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Okay, we also have the Knight of Cups here. This is some support that doesn't quite show up for you. Now, it doesn't mean it's not coming at all, but it just means that it doesn't come up in the way that you think. Again, I default back to maybe someone said they were going to pay you back the money they owe you, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't pay the full amount, but here's part of it. It's like that kind of thing. It's like where the help or the support that you were expecting falls short to some degree. We also have some news and information coming in about your work. The Page of Wands here talks about, you know, maybe some announcements, some changes happening in the workplace. Maybe you weren't anticipating this here. It could also be some changes that you were expecting. You were just hoping that they were going to be later on, but unfortunately the changes are happening now. That's what I'm feeling more so about this thing here, is that you're going to get some news and information about your work however it is that you bring income in, and things are probably going to change sooner than you were expecting them to. Now, if you don't have a job, or if you're a student, or if you are, retired, or whatever your case may be, just know there's still going to be some changes for you. There's going to be some changes that were probably, like I said, changes that you probably thought were going to be a little further out. Well, it looks like you're going to get the announcement that it's sooner rather than later. Next, we have the Judgment card. Judgment card is decisions being made. Also, some big changes happening. And again, changes that you weren't really expecting to have to make right now. But because of circumstances, you do have to make some changes right now. But you're going to get plenty of warning about this. Again, we've talked about that throughout the month, where things just kind of, they kind of happen. And then you are like, okay, I wasn't expecting to deal with this today, but I guess I have to. It's kind of like that. Finally, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, again, is you probably having to defend yourself. You probably having to explain yourself more than necessary. People are probably not going to understand why you're doing what you do, but you have a clear picture of your money situation right now, and you're going to have to just, take care of yourself and don't worry about whether or not other people get it. Okay, because not everybody's going to be supportive, not everybody is going to be understanding, and not everybody is going to see things from the same perspective. So just understand that you're probably going to have to do a lot of things as it relates to your money and finances in February that will probably only make sense to you. And don't feel bad about that. You do what you got to do. You are the king or the queen of your own financial empire, and you're making decisions to the best of your ability at this time. So Cancer, your month, like I said, is going to be a little bit cyclical, in the sense where things happen and then they get good, and then you have to deal with changes, and then things work out. But when all is said and done, things will work out for your for your benefit, in your favor. I can see that clearly. But you are going to have little humps of time here where you're going to feel like things are just unexplainable. But like I said, you will figure it out, and you will have a positive outcome when all is said and done. So let's go ahead and close out your reading, Cancer, with a magical message from the Fairies Oracle card. And you got the card, Easy Does It. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. I do feel like this really aligns with this card here. Like I told you, you're probably going to have to do some things that people don't understand. But you know what? Easy does it. You don't have to force anything. Trust yourself, and approach everything with a very relaxed energy, and doors will open for you. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.